tripped up by the off.
Okay, I'm still tripped up. I am still tripped up. I still do not understand. I don't think this should actually exist as a rule. I don't know where this is an advantage. I've seen it happen so many times during World Cup where, oh, it's a goal. Oh no, the guy's big pinky toe is off head of the line. It makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't get it. All right, guys, I have tried to understand your offside rules in football, aka soccer, and I don't get it. So I have 3 videos we're going to watch to see if I can't understand what is offsides, because to me, it sounds very arbitrary. Well, let's get into it. If you're ready, I'm ready. Here we go. Drink as much water as you want, buddy.
A lot of young players and parents get tripped up by the offsides rule in soccer, so let's break it down in under 2 minutes. A lot of young players and parents get tripped up by the offsides rule in soccer, so let's break it down in under 2 minutes for you. First, there are a couple of things that you need to know. Only the team that is attacking can be called offsides. The defending team can never be offsides. Also, offsides can only happen in the attacking half of the field. So let's look at an example. The red team has possession and is moving from left to right. This side of the field is their own half. No red player can be called offside over here. Once they cross midfield and enter the attacking half, that's when offsides becomes a possibility. Okay. So what is offsides exactly? In simple terms, an attacking player can't be closer to the opponent's goal line than both the ball and the second to last defender when a pass is played to them. In this example, the red team is on the attack. And if we draw an imaginary line across the field at the second to last defender, any attacking player beyond that line is in an offside position. This player is offside, this player is not. Now here's the point.
Wait a second. They said the defending player. If red is the offensive player and red is offensive player, then why is he offsides when it said it can only be the second defending player? Or did I misread that? This is why I don't understand it.
That confuses a lot of people. Just standing in an offside position isn't actually a violation. It only becomes an offense if that player gets involved on the play. So if a teammate passes the ball to him while he's in an offside position, the assistant referee would raise the flag, the play would be stopped, and possession would be awarded to the defending team where the incident occurred.
Okay, so if he passes the ball to that guy, he has to be more forward than what he is. He has to be past the line closer towards the guy who's kicking it to him, I'm guessing.
Also, one more situation you should know. If the ball gets behind the defenders, then the ball itself becomes the offside line. That means that an attacking player can't receive a forward pass while they're ahead of the ball. They have to stay level with it or be behind it when the pass is made. And finally, there are 3 exceptions where offsides is never called: on goal kicks, throw-ins, and corner kicks. Like and subscribe for more. A lot of young players and parents get tripped up by the off.
Okay, I'm still tripped up. I am still tripped up. I still do not understand. I don't think this should actually exist as a rule. I don't know where this is an advantage. I've seen it happen so many times during World Cup where, oh, it's a goal. Oh no, the guy's big pinky toe is off head of the line. It makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't get it. I know it does to you guys, and I guess you have to grow up with it. I can't spot it. If I see a goal, I go, hey, goal, and they go, no, he's offsides. They don't, they should circle it like Madden, and explain it. Here, this is why this is offsides, but because it's so complicated to notice. All right, that one. Here's another one. They can explain it in 2 minutes, but I can't understand it in 100 years.
Many young players and parents often get confused with the offside rule in soccer. Here's a simple explanation under 2 minutes. There are some basic rules to understand first. Only the team with possession of the ball can be offside. So a defending team cannot be called offside. And offside can only occur on the attacking side of the field. So let's illustrate this. The red team has possession of the ball here, and they are attacking from left to right. This side of the field is their defending half. no player from the red team can be called offside on this side of the line. He or she can only be called offside on this attacking side of the field.
That part.
So, what is offside then?
Yeah.
Technically speaking, a player is in an offside position when an attacking player is nearer to the opponent's goal line than both the ball and the second to last opponent. So in this case, as the red team is on attack, the goalkeeper is the first opponent and this defender is the second. A real simple way to look at it is to draw an imaginary line across the field at the last defender, and any player beyond that line is offside. This player is offside, this player is not.
That makes more sense to me.
Now, just being in an offside position is not an infraction. However, it is an infraction when the attacking player is in an offside position and is actively involved in the play. So if the ball is played to him now, the referee stops play and awards a free kick.
See, I don't get that. I mean, that's just, I don't get that should be any kind of a penalty. Isn't that just positional playing, just like hockey and soccer and football and basketball? That you put yourself in a good position, you're supposed to be there, kick the ball to the guy, he's close to the goal, so he can score. Why would you even count that as an offside? It doesn't
Kick
make any
to the
sense.
defending team for the position of the foul. There's one additional scenario of an offside infraction. If the ball gets behind the defender, the ball becomes the offside line and cannot be played forward to an attacking teammate. You must stay behind the ball. Finally, there are 3 exceptions when offside is not called: on a goal kick, a throw-in, and a corner kick. I hope this clarified what the offside rule is in soccer. Have fun, and thanks for watching.
It clarified it a little bit more. It's just going to take me more time watching soccer and seeing that, especially in the World Cup, which is, we got a game coming here in about 10 minutes, so I got to wrap this up. All right, 3-minute video. It's total like 6 minutes, and I still not going to understand what offsides is. Let's go.
Offside, a rule created to prevent cherry picking on a large field. In other words, waiting at one side of the field for the ball to be kicked to you from the other end. In association football, you are in an offside position when you are ahead of the ball and the second last defender. However, the call is only made when you become active in play, like receiving the ball or blocking an opponent. Standing in an offside position alone is not a foul. The term second last defender includes the goalkeeper, so in most situations, the attention is on the last outfield player when looking at offside. Technically, if any single part of your body is in front of the second last defender, not including your arms and hands, you are still in an offside position. For example, you can be offside if only one leg is in front of the second last defender. If you're completely level with the second last defender, not in front of or behind him, you are onside. There are 3 main points to the offside rule. Number 1, the key moment is when the ball is passed. Number 2, you cannot be offside if you are behind the ball when it's passed, for example in corner kicks. And number 3, you cannot be offside in your own half during throw-ins or goal kicks. When I say key moment, I mean that this is when the referee will know if he has to make a call or not. Thus, standing in an offside position is not a foul or an offense. You can stand in an offside position for the whole game without the referee ever blowing his whistle if you do not interfere with the play. Interfering with play includes receiving the ball, blocking an opposing player's view, or blocking his path. You can receive the ball ahead of the second last defender, but the pass cannot be made when you are ahead of him. This allows breakaways to happen in soccer. This is what makes the offside hard to call sometimes. The decision has to be made referring to the moment the ball is passed, not the moment the player receives it. This is the most important part of understanding offside.
Okay.
Also, if the ball is passed to an opponent in an offside position, this will not be called as offside. The pass has to be from a teammate. Number 2, you cannot, as long as the player receiving the pass was behind the ball when the pass was made, the 2 players can pass to each other. Again, that's the key moment. Likewise, the first contact made after a corner kick can never be offside. Number 3, an exception to the rule is during throw-ins and goal kicks. The first contact made after a throw-in or goal kick can never be offside. After the first contact, though, the rule comes back into play. The offside rule is also in effect during free kicks. Justifiably, if the ball is passed to you when you are in your own half, you could never be offside. So that's the offside rule. Again, I think the most important thing to remember is that you are looking at when the ball is passed, the instant it leaves the passing player's foot, and not when it's received. One last thing, if the ball comes to a player as a result of a deflection off an opposing player, or after hitting the post, he will still be called for an offside from the moment the ball last left his teammate's foot, not at the moment of the deflection.
Well, see that is so confusing. That makes absolutely no sense to me. A little bit of it sort of makes sense as far as, as the minute the ball leaves the kicker's foot. But I'm not going to get this for a very long time. And I don't know if that I can play this third video, so I apologize if you only see two, because FIFA doesn't like it sometimes when you show their footage. So if you only get two, my bad. So you might just get two on this, and that's enough. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining the podcast. Like, subscribe, share, notification bell. And I've got another soccer one coming up on Thursday. It's America, explaining soccer to Americans, dumb Americans. We're not that dumb. We just don't know that much about soccer. But we're learning. Hey, we're fast learners, except for your offside stuff. Nobody gets that. But before I do that, come on. You got to check out my Smith. This is James Dean, greatest American to ever live. He's the coolest dude. So I'd show you that shirt. Anyway, guys, let's get into it.